We are on the air here live from the Park District of Forest Park here in Forest Park, Illinois, Field 1, as our last 45 comes rolling in at game time. Nice to have you with us here. I'm Adam Cumby coming at you live from O'Connor Field. That's Oscar, our umpire, there at the bottom of your screen. 45's to our right, Chicago Dynasty to our left. It's going to be a doubleheader here tonight for Chicago Dynasty. So we'll see them take on the 45's, followed up by Hex. So the 45 guys here taking the field. Just before we went on air, Oscar trying to get the teams in. 45's stalling for their guy. And here we have made it. So defensively for 45's, it's going to be Izzy on the mound. Mike Manzella catching. Beautiful Wednesday evening here in Forest Park. Cool, breezy, sunny. You can see in the distance the trees swirling. So here for Dynasty, it's going to be Tom Walsh, followed by Messina, Matt, Mike, Hickey, Napoli, Scumasi, Sherwin, Carl, Spaghetti, and Sherwin. You did hear me correctly. That will likely be Spaghetti on the mound. So we are set. 45's defense gets into position. And thank everyone for joining us over on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, as we are underway with ball one. There's a strike. Ball rock solid at the moment. You can hear the thud. This one rolled up the middle over to first for the out. So nice play there from Joe. So one out. Here's Messina. There's a strike. Fly ball into center. That's caught for out number 2. So Chuck ranging over makes the catch. And here comes Matt. See Hawk checking in on Twitch. Jerry over on Facebook. Spaghetti is one of the fun characters to watch. Never a dull moment. As Matt rolls over to third with this one. Off the back foot, thrown across. Jack to Adam for out number 3. So 1, 2, 3 for Dynasty. We're heading to the bottom of the first. 45's coming up. So here for 45s, it's going to be Anthony, Nate, Joe, Mike, Chris, Adam, Danny, Jack, Izzy, and Chuck. So Anthony Sanchez here starting things off. If you're watching over on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, hop over in the chat. Having lots of fun over there already. Here for this doubleheader, this Dynasty doubleheader. The spaghetti is set. To the left side, that one foul, and that's strike 3. Here's the shortstop, Nate Mercado, stepping in. Long red pants. Windbreaker, suitable for today's windy conditions. He will not be broken as there's a ball inside. There's a strike. Hits this one over to the right side. Big turnaround first. He's hoofing it into second. Can't come up with the ball. And that's 2 bases for Nate. Good hustle right out of the box. That one hit the grass and died. Haven't seen a lot of rain out here. They've been watering the grass regularly in the field, but it's been gulping water. Unfortunately, ball hit that. Kind of slowed down. Nate able to take the big turnaround first. A decent throw would have made it close, but unable to make the pick on the bounce. And here's Joe. That one just inside. There's a strike. This one up the middle, knocked down. Nate's going to stop at third. So first and third, one out, and here's Manzella. Mike flips the hat backwards. Napoli says that's the best pitch he's going to throw. Of course, the no pitch is Mike wasn't in the box yet. Mandela flips that one into left. That's going to bring 1 run in to score. So RBI single there from Mike, and here comes Chris. It's 1-0 lead here for 45's. Bottom of the first. Spaghetti versus Lentine. Awful close to spaghetti versus lentil, but we're not quite there. That one off the plate, 3-0 count. There's a strike. Chris hammers this one into center, right at the center fielder. Joe tags over to third. Good tag to make that a sac fly. So 2 outs, runners on, first and third, and here comes Adam. Center fielder maybe took a quarter step on that one, so good pre-pitch spotting there. So there's a strike from Spaghetti. At one short of the plate. High fly ball into left center. Center fielder over, calls off his man in left for out number 3. So 2 fly outs to center to end that one. 45's get a run across in the bottom of the first. They're leading 1-0. Dynasty coming up in the top of the second. It's going to be Mike, Hickey, and Joe here for Dynasty in the top of the second. This is very true. I think I've got a pair of Argyle socks and maybe a pair of Bears high socks. Other than that, all solid colors. So got to work on that just a little bit. Good to see you checking in on the broadcast here. Top of the second, Dynasty up to bat. There's a strike. One hit over to third, knocked down, thrown across, pick, but he's safe. So Jack was able to knock it down. Good throw across, but good wheels down the line there from Mike. Beat that one out by a step. Over to third again, Jack with it, throws to second for one. High throw to first, but that one stays in play. So Joe throws that one a little high, could not get the double play. Hickey on first on the fielder's choice, 1 out, and here comes Napoli. I want to thank everyone for joining us on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. Beautiful night here in Forest Park at the Park District of Forest Park. That one outside. There's strike 2, much to the chagrin of the Dynasty side to our left. This one hit up the middle again, flipped for 1, over to first, he's safe. So good flip from Joe over to Nate. Buried that one in the dirt, but good speed again down the line. So 2 fielders' choices in a row. Runner on first, 2 outs, and here's Joe. So Izzy with the double pump. That one hit over to the left side, foul. Good rip from Scamacey, just a little ahead of it. This one high into center. Ranging back, makes the catch. Chuck for out number 3. So heading to the bottom of the second inning, 45's with a 1-run lead. They're coming right up. So it's going to be Danny, Jack, Izzy, and Chuck, then back to the top for 45's. Spaghetti with his last few warm-up pitches. So we are set and ready to go. Bottom of the second inning. Danny takes a strike. Ooh, the lefty pitch there from Spaghetti. Couldn't get it past to him. That one inside, rolled between third and short. So there's a leadoff single from Danny, right between Mike and Joe. So here's Jack, the third baseman. Strike one. Hits this one up the middle, just past second base. Danny around second into third. Single from Jack, first and third, and here comes Izzy. Jack's going to get a runner. That's going to be Adam. There's a strike. Izzy hits this one just past short center. So that brings Danny in to score. Izzy with the RBI single. Chuck stepping in. Another run on the board for 45's. They're up 2 now. That one perfectly placed there from Spaghetti. Still nobody out on the inning. Ball. This one rolled up the middle. Thrown to second for one. Over to first. He's safe. So 1 out. Chuck replaces the runner for Izzy on first. Adam. We're back to the top. Here's Anthony Sanchez. First and third. 1 out, 1 in so far in the inning. That one just missed. That one, Spaghetti with it, throws to second for one, over to first again. He's safe. Nice play there from Spaghetti. So another run in for 45's. This one up the middle. Nate ropes that one into center. Anthony over to third. So first and third, still 2 outs, and here comes Joe. There's a strike. That one well inside. I'm sure you could hear them. Not where Spaghetti wanted it. That one right back at him. He's got it. Throws to first. Good stretch at first. Ooh. So Anthony in to score. Nate over to second. Looked like the safe call came out even before either the ball or the base runner got to first. He did call him safe. So another run in. Here's Manzella, first and second. 2 outs. There's a strike. Manzella flips it to left field. It's going to bring in one. Joe stops at second. So here's Chris Lentine stepping in. Nods approvingly on the pitch call. There's strike 2. Hits this one high into center, ranging over, under, backpedaling, makes the catch for out number 3, but 4 runs in for 45. Chicago Dynasty chasing 5. We head to the top of the 3rd inning. Of course, as the sun stops wreaking havoc on the shadows on the screen, we'd like to say that all these Field One broadcasts here at the Park District of Forest Park are brought to you by the fine folks at Napleton's River Oaks Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. That's riveroakscdjr.com. Gonna have to go back and look at that play at first. Very close, but not as close as that call would lead you to believe. See a call on Twitch for Robo Oscar. So it's going to be Bill Sherwin, Carl Spaghetti, and then Brian Sherwin. Bill hits this one up the middle. Izzy with it, bobbles it, fires over to first. The lefty gets him. So good job there by the 45's pitcher, sticking with it. Showing some of that athleticism in the reserves. That one a bit deep. That one deep. I foul to the left side over towards our concession stand. Got to try some of the new product today. Boy, oh boy. Carl says, my back hurts. Can you call this one a ball for me? We'll see how that works out for him. Izzy with the pump and the pitch. Carl hits this one just over short into center. Chuck fires it in. That's a 1-out single. Spaghetti with the sauce into left. So back-to-back 1-out singles. Brian Sherwin stepping in. That one flat. Sherwin in to right. Chris with it. Fires it over into second. Good job not throwing through there. So a sac fly for Sherwin. Spaghetti stays at first. Here's Tom Walsh. That one into center. Chuck with it for out number 3. So Dynasty threatening, but nothing doing. 45's coming up. They've got a 5-run lead here heading to the bottom of the 3rd. So Oscar says, let's go. Go we shall. Here in the bottom of the 3rd. Adam up to bat. Takes a strike from Spaghetti. It's going to be Adam, Danny, and Jack. Strike 2. Well placed from Spaghetti. It's one of those names I'm going to work in as much as possible. Just a bit deep, 2-2 count. This one fly into left. Brian under makes the catch. So quick out number 1. So Danny in methodically manicuring the dirt. Hits this one high to the left side and foul. Good effort there from Brian. This one hit into right center. Cut off by the right fielder. Thrown in. Good throw into second. Keeps Danny at first. So a good job by Carl coming into the gap on that one. Fires a bullet into second. Keeps Danny at bay at first on the big turn. And here comes Jack. Jack hits this one into right in front of Carl again. Carl fires it to third. Clean pick, and the throw gets him. Nice throw from Carl in right field. So great throw there from Carl. Cuts down Danny at third, 2 outs. Adam on first, running for Jack. Izzy at the plate. 5-0 lead for 45's. Beautiful throw, clean pick over at third. Izzy hits that one right back at Spaghetti. .45 is not sure how many outs there were. Little disdain for that call from Oscar until they realize that's out number 3. So Dynasty chasing 5. They're coming up in the top of the 4th inning. See Russ on Facebook. Very hard to identify by socks in this one. So it's going to be Messina, Matt, and Mike here for Dynasty. That one just got plate. Hangs his head and slumps on that call. That one deep. 2-1 count here to Messina. High to the left side. Foul just bounces over the fence. So Anthony's going to go get that one. While we wait, we'll shout out our sponsor one more time. I'd like to thank Napleton's River Oaks Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, riveroakscdjr.com for all their support helping make these bad boys possible. So Izzy set. His right fielder backpedals back into position. That one up the middle. Nice catch there from Joe. So Alongi in. Or sorry, Matt in. Alongi on deck. That one into the foliage to the right, but stays in play. Thankful for those thick trees off to our right. Talking about the save percentage of the trees to our right. That one ball inside. They said 94% save percentage. I said it's 94, feels low. That one over to the right side, just over Danny. Chris gets it in, and that's a 1-out single. So Maddie on first. Alongi steps in. That one floated to the right side. Just foul. That one was close. Tailing right off the bat. It's one of those tough calls that I'm glad I did not have to make. Izzy says, how's that outside, Oscar? Mike says, because it is. That one high to the right side. Chris chasing it back over his head. Can't get to it. Mike around second. He is hot on his heels. Coming around third. A wide throw. He stops halfway but keeps on going. So we got Butter checking in on Facebook. Just woke up from his nap. He was golfing today. Glad to have you with us. Ump's definitely catching some heat. Dynasty on the board with 2. Hickey in. There's a strike. Hits that one over to short. Nate off his back foot fires a strike across for out number 2. Nice strong throw there from Mercado. This one to the right side. Chris playing shallow. That one's out of play. Coach lobbying for an extra bag. So Joe finds himself at second. Chris unable to corral that one. Got his hands under it. Slight bobble to himself. Hit it just a bit away. So extra life here for Dynasty, chasing 3. Joe stepping in. That one off the plate. Two one count here. Outside. High fly ball into left. Anthony over, under, makes the catch for out number 3, but Dynasty gets 2 across. 45's with a 3-run lead. They're coming right up here in the bottom of the 4th. So it's going to be Chuck and then top for 45's. Anthony, Nate, Joe. There's a strike from Spaghetti to Chuck. This one in to left, just in front of Brian. That's a leadoff single. Anthony hits that one. Spaghetti trying to lobby for the out, so Chuck back in time. Line out there for out number 1. Nate stepping in. Nate asks Spaghetti where he wants him to go. Bold strategy, Cotton. Three 3-1 count here to Nate. Chuck on first. Nate hits this one into left. Brian unable to make a play on it. Keeps it in front of him, fires it back into second. So back-to-back singles, and here comes Joe. Two singles for Yaris in this one. Hits this one up the middle, flip to second for 1, over to first. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's a double play. Slight delayed call there from Oscar on it, but he does get him. We can confirm. Nice quick turn there. Messina to Mike. Mike got rid of that one in a hurry. Always difficult when you get a quiet call. So Bill Sherwin starting things off, then Carl, Spaghetti, and Brian. Bill hits this one into right, just in front of Chris. Takes a hop on Chris, but knocks it to himself. So we're going to get a runner here for Dynasty. There's a strike. Over to the right side. Carl very frustrated with himself on that one. Lined it right to Adam at first. So runner on first here, Spaghetti. Up the middle, right at Nate. Flips it to Joe for one. So Spaghetti on first on the fielder's choice. 2 outs. Here comes Brian Sherwin, our historian. Butter letting us know over on Twitch. 45's and high Y in the first round of the North-South tourney Friday at 7 p.m. Brian hits that one over to third. Jack corrals it to himself, fires a strike over for out number 3. Nice play there from Jack. Just a bit out of reach, just kind of threw his hand out, knocked it to himself, then hoofed one across. So Dynasty chasing 3, 45's up 5-2. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. So it's going to be Mike, Chris, and Adam. So Manzella steps up. Two singles, 2 RBIs for Mike in this one. Going to have to put a charge into it to keep the at-bat and RBI streak alive. 3-0 count here. And there's ball 4. So leadoff walk there to Manzella. Chris stepping in. Ball just outside. There's a strike.
31.
So 2 walks in a row for Spaghetti. Mike and Chris on base. Adam stepping in, 2 flyouts in this one so far. Looking to change the trend. Oscar talking to Bill Sherwin behind. Bill saying they're close, but just missing. That one just clips the plate. Bit deep. Spaghetti just kind of shrugs at his catcher. That one clips that back corner of the plate again. So 2 pitches just barely off from being called strikes. Been there, my friend. There's a strike. Adam hits this one high over to right. Carl chasing it back. Adam hot on Chris's heels. Adam's going to stop at second. Chris rounding third. A good throw comes in. Throw back to third. Chris back. Adam back to second. So what had the potential to be a traffic jam there on the base is a good job from 45's communicating, and a good job by Chuck over there coaching third base. Kind of keeping that line of communication open. Adam gave that one a ride. See Bill over on Facebook checking in, watching with his 2-year-old grandson, Odin. Glad to have you with us, Bill and Odin. Thank you for checking in here on this beautiful Wednesday night here at the Park District of Forest Park. Hall of Famer Bill Cavanaugh. Put some respect on it as that one hit up the middle. Adam around third. He's going to score. So 2 more across, a 2 RBI single there from Danny. Jack stepping in. So 8-2, 45's extending the lead here in this inning. Nobody out. First 4 runners have reached. First 3 have scored. Danny on first. Jack hits this one over to short. Flipped over to second for 1. Over to first. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's a double play. Best way to slow the momentums with a defensive play like that. Jack grounds into the double play. Suddenly there are 2 outs, and here comes Izzy. Six-run deficit right now for Chicago Dynasty. We've seen innings like that many a times as Izzy rolls that one over to short. Mike fires it to first for out number 3. So good bounce back there from Dynasty that half inning. After 5, 45's up 6. Chicago Dynasty coming up. Good bounce back in that inning for Spaghetti. Couldn't buy a strike the first couple batters. Looked a little frustrated. Big double play there from his defense. Got out of it only with 3. Had the potential to be a lot more as that thing developed. But here we are in the top of the 6th. Dynasty chasing 6. Top of the lineup, Tom Walsh, the center fielder, starting things off. Hits this one over to short. Nate with it. Close play at first, but he's got him. Little delayed call there from Oscar. So quick first, and here's Messina. There's a strike. Grounded over to second, down to a knee, throws to first. Adam holds the bag. Nice play there from Danny. Happy feet at first, but he was on the bag. Despite the half-hearted protest you hear from our left. So quick 2 outs, and here comes Matt. Hammers this one into right. Chris playing shallow, knocks it down. Good job there by Chris. That one had the potential to skip past. Kind of threw his body at it, knocked it down with his hand, and a good job by Danny over at second, getting out there while Chris was down. So 2 out single. Here comes Mike. As that one was in the air, Mike wanted that. Said some variation of unlucky me. Just a bit deep. Just deep. There's a strike. Nice pitch from Izzy. High fly ball into left. Anthony under it. Makes the catch for out number 3. And then hits Nate. So nothing in there for Dynasty in the top of the 6th. They're still chasing 6. 45's coming up here in the bottom. As we head to the bottom of the 6th, we want to make sure to thank our sponsor here for all of our Park District of Forest Park Monday, Wednesday Men's Major League 16-inch softball broadcast. That's the fine folks at Napleton's River Oaks Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. That's River Oaks cdjr.com. So Spaghetti finishing his warm-ups. Chuck taking some practice swings here to the bottom left of your screen. So bottom of the sixth, 45's looking to put a little padding on the lead here before Dynasty gets their last wraps. That one hit front left corner of the plate. There's a strike. One, two count here from Spaghetti to Chuck. Little flat. Landed right where he wanted off the spin move. 10 on style points, 0 on legality. As that one rolled over. Mike to first for the out. Nice play there from Alongi. So there's the first. We cycle back to the top of the lineup, and here is Anthony. Left fielder has a run scored and an RBI in this one. That one off the heart of the plate. Delayed reaction there from Anthony. Has to turn around and say what? Oscar gives him a time, even though he did not. Hits this one into center. That one's going to fall. Just in front of Tom for a one-out single. Just a bit deep. Nate hits this one up the middle. Mike can't pick it cleanly. Anthony's going to stay at second. Mike getting ready to flip that one to Hickey. Could not come up with it clean. So what had the potential to be a double play turns out to be runners on first and second. Joe stepping in, 2 singles and a double play. Hits this one to Mike again. Flips cleanly to Hickey for one. Over to first. Bingo, bango, bongo. That's a double play. So second bite at the apple. This time secures the double play. Nothing across for 45's. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Last wraps for Dynasty here in this one. They're chasing 6. Good form there on the basketball shot from Manzella. So it's going to be Hickey, Napoli, and Joe. That one crossed the plate, landed just inside. This one hit into center, caught by Chuck for out number 1. So what's going to happen after this one? We're going to end the broadcast after this game is complete, get everything turned over, and then we'll be right back here with game 2 of our Wednesday night doubleheader between Chicago Dynasty and Hex. One out, Dynasty up to bat here in the top of the 7th, chasing 6. High fly ball into left. That one just fouled by about 6 inches. This one hit up the middle. That's going to split Nate and Joe. So 1 out single there from Napoli. So there's a ball from Izzy to Joe. Strike 1. Fly ball into left. That one fouled by a good several feet. Did start hooking back towards fair territory, but still plenty foul. High fly ball into center. Chuck under, makes the catch for out number 2. So both outs at Chuck's hands. Napoli stays at first, and here comes Bill Sherwin. Sherwin hits this one up the middle to Mercado. Bobbles it, but gets the out over at first base. So that's going to do it here for game 1 of our Wednesday night doubleheader. 45's victorious over Chicago Dynasty after 7 innings, 8-2. So a 6-run victory for 45's. It was really that 5th inning. Made a big difference. Kind of put the screws to Dynasty. Dynasty unable to answer the call. But that's it here for game 1 of our doubleheader. 8-2 victory for 45's. We're going to get everything turned over for game number 2. Dynasty returning there, going to take on Hex. I'm Adam Cumby here, coming at you live from the Park District of Forest Park. We'll be back with you in a couple of minutes.